Hello again and welcome to Tips with Andrew. I am Andrew Sapiano. Thank you so much for joining me on this happy Monday. I hope you guys are having an awesome start to the week so far. Hope you guys are rocking it out. Hope you guys had an awesome weekend. Whatever you did it with style and grace and you loved every minute of it. Quick update before we get started is, what is it? This month only, when you enroll with 150 PV order or more, you get $50 in free product points back from doTERRA. So if you're interested in getting free stuff, definitely drop me a comment or send me a message and we'll get you rocking and rolling with that. I am in the finishing stages of my weight loss course for beginners. If this is something that you're interested in or you know somebody that's interested in it, definitely drop me a comment. We'll get you some early bird access. There's tons of cool stuff to get involved with that. Just reach out to me and I'll get you on the list, definitely. That's what I wanted to come on and talk a little bit about today was Monday. Monday motivation, Monday morning blues. Mondays, for the most part, are not our friend. Not a lot of people that I come in contact with like Monday mornings. But they come, they go, just like any other day of the week. And as much as we don't like them, I have a couple tips that help me sort of get through them, keep my motivation up, get motivation, right? And have just a little bit better outlook on Mondays than the majority, right? So I got some tips that help me. Hopefully they help you too. And let's get rocking and rolling. Tip number one is to set a goal for the week. And side tip to this one is to make it something exciting, right? When you have something exciting to work for, it just gives you more motivation. Setting a goal for the week lets you know what direction you're going into. One of the things that I heard more than anything is that people with goals, they tend to reach them because they know where they're going. If we think of it as a ship, right? You get a ship and you give it a captain, a crew, destination, and more often than not, I would say 99.9% of the time, they're getting to that destination, right? Because they have a definite plan, they have a goal as to where to go, and then they reach it, right? If you take that same ship, don't give it a crew, don't give it a captain, don't give it a destination at all, and if it even leaves the harbor, we can all agree that it's not going really anywhere. It may sink or it'll end up on some deserted island somewhere or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking about in the sense that if you set a definite goal for yourself, you give yourself something to work forward to, and you also give yourself some extra get up and go to achieve that, right? That's why we make it exciting. When we make a goal exciting, something to reach for, and what we want to do is make it a little bit outside of our comfort zone, just so that it stretches us a little bit as a person, not so far out that you can't reach it, and it seems very far out of your grasp, and you have no idea how you're going to get there. That can lead to overwhelm, stress, right? And lead to a lot of underproducing more than overproducing. But set a goal, make it something a little bit outside of your comfort zone that you have to grow a little bit as a person to reach it, but not so far that it becomes too stressful or too overwhelming for you to try and get it. But at the same time, let's make it something exciting, right? Something that we want to look forward to, something that we want to reach, right? Something that we're excited to reach, something that, it really gets us up in the morning to reach it, right? So something that drives you, that moves you, that's exciting for you, and something a little bit out of reach, right? Give yourself something to work for throughout the week. My next tip, and this is, it goes exactly along with setting a goal. When you set your goal, you break down your goal into tasks. Complete one task. That's it. Just one task. That's the way that we keep motivation going. We keep momentum going. When we cross things off our list, it definitely gives us more motivation, more excitement. It's just something cool to see, one task completed. For me, a lot of times I just write stuff down that I've already done on my list so that I can cross it off it's really great that way. It gives you a little bit more motivation. It's kind of sort of like a little cheat code that I like. But the power of list making, right? Tina never really, she always drove into me the fact that, make lists, and then a list for a list, and then a master list, and then a list for that list. And I always thought she was nuts, but once I really started diving into it, and once I really started getting into list making and crossing stuff off my list, I love it. I personally fell in love with it, and I know how she gets so crazy about it. It's just so easy to, because you start crossing things off. You start, you release those chemicals in your brain, serotonin, right? The feel-good chemicals, and then you just start, you want to do more. It just makes you excited to keep doing more. So complete one task, right? And there's a lot of different things on, complete the biggest task first, or you want to tackle the most important task first. Me, I'm all of the impression that if you do one thing, it'll give you momentum to want to do something else, and it'll give you momentum to want to do something else. Maybe it's not the biggest, most important task on your list, but it's definitely something to keep you going in the right direction, right? We don't want to stress ourselves out. We don't want to lead to overwhelm, because all that stuff leads to quitting, right? Not really taking our goal as serious, not getting accountability, all that stuff. So, complete one task, just do one thing, cross it off your list, and I promise you, it will make you feel a whole lot better to want to complete something more, or your next task, right? Oh, number 3, I like this one, and it's to meditate. Meditation is a great way to calm your mind, sort of relax your thoughts, organize your thoughts, if you will, allow you to focus on one specific thing. This is something that I'm learning about. I'm currently in the process of learning. I definitely invite you to join me on this process, because I'm super excited to see what happens on this journey. So when we're meditating, right, we're focusing on our breathing. We're trying to control our thoughts, right? And that's what it's going to be useful for, because when we have a whole bunch of things that we need to get done, it's very easy for us to just for our mind to wander, right? And we go a little bit here and a little bit there and here and down here, and I need to get that done, and I need to do this, and over here I need that. And I need this a little bit over here, and then I need to grab some of that, and I need a little, and that's the way that our mind is going, right? We're always a million miles a minute, especially with our on-the-go lifestyles. We are super busy all the time. Maybe not so much nowadays, but on a regular basis, we are super busy, and our mind is wandering. It's racing a million miles a minute, and it's not really the healthiest thing to have your mind going a whole bunch. That's why we make goals, so that we give ourselves a definite path on where to go and what to do. But meditation is nothing more than a few minutes every day to just sit there with your thoughts, with your mind, and control focusing on your breathing, right? That's what I'm focusing on right now, and I'm excited to see the results of this journey, and how this journey impacts my life, affects my life. I'm super excited. I definitely invite you to join me. Try it, right? 5 minutes out of your day, maybe 10 minutes if you can, just to sit there with your thoughts and try and control your mind, focus on your breathing, right? And maybe 10 minutes seems like a whole heck of a lot of time, and we don't really have that much time to just sit there and think about our breathing. But I promise, from what I'm hearing, I promise you that it will help you to get more clarity in your life, have more organization, and allow your mind to relax a little bit, and then focus on specific things that you need to get done. My next tip, number 4, ask for help. There's no bigger thing that you can do in life than to ask for help. A lot of people think that, it shows weakness. You're not a real man. You're a lesser person. You're not the tough guy that you seem. Boom, 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 boom. Right. You can name off a million and one things, alibis, right? Excuses as to why you should or shouldn't do anything. And asking for help it's probably one of the toughest things that you'll have to do in your life, because we don't like to feel like we're a burden on somebody, right? We don't like to feel like we're stupid or we're not the smartest person in the room. And a lot of time when we ask for help, we're asking because we don't know. So that's going to make us super vulnerable because we're totally putting ourselves out there to ask somebody for help on a task or a situation or whatever that we have no idea how we're going to get done or where to even start or what to focus on. So asking for help is huge. It's a huge step in the right direction. Not everything can be done on your own. You're going to need a buddy for every once in a while. And definitely asking for help, asking for a second opinion, an outsider's perspective is going to be huge because you can only think the way that you think, right? And you only know what you know. You don't know more than you know. But there's somebody else out there that does know more than you or has a different perspective than you on that same outlook. So that's something you want to keep in mind is that everybody's got their own unique perspective, their own unique version, their own unique set of skills, right? So if there's something that you can't do or you're having trouble with or you're struggling at all, ask for help. Step outside your comfort zone, ask for help. Somebody out there has already gone through what you're going through now, so they can definitely provide you the exact guideline, a roadmap, if you will, on how to get to where you want to go. Asking for help is a huge way of stepping outside your comfort zone and a huge way of growing as a person. It's huge. Once you can get over your fear of whatever you're afraid of, because there is a lot of things that people are afraid of with regards to asking for help. So if you can get over that, it's definitely going to be a huge help for you to push you on the right direction. My next tip is to get dressed. Dress for success. I like it. I like to wear nice shirts, nice pants. I do wear a ball cap too because, I'm a man of the people, right? No, I like ball caps, right? I do. I like them. But to me, dressing for success is different than to you, right? So everybody has their different version of how dressing for success is, right? For me, golf shirt's nice one, dress shirt, a tie, perhaps a jacket, maybe some nice dress pants. That to me is that to me is what success looks like. When I see somebody that's dressed like that, I think successful person. So that's why, to me, that's where I'm going. To you, it's going to look completely different. So figure out what success looks for you. And at the same time, we're all stuck, right? We're all stuck right now, right? So getting dressed could literally mean getting dressed. Getting out of your pajamas, putting some pants on. Oh, hey, what's up, man? Thanks for joining me. Glad to have you on, Dale. Yeah. But that's what I mean in the sense that you can, just getting dressed is a huge step into accomplishing your goals, to putting you in the right mindset. You haven't changed a bit. No, thanks, man. I think that's a good thing. I try and keep it real, right? Getting dressed, and it just puts you in the state of mind for getting being successful, for doing things in a certain way, for helping yourself to set your mind and your mood right into in the frame of mind that you need to. So that's something huge. It's a huge step forward, because when we're sitting, even now that we're most of us are working from home and all that stuff, it can be very tempting to work in your pajamas, or a lot of times just work naked. I don't see why not. But getting dressed puts you in that right frame of mind to be to accomplish things, to get more done, and to cross off more tasks off your list so that you're working more towards your goal. Being in your pajamas, in your at-home gear, makes you a lot more susceptible to at-home things, right? So you're gonna not be super willing to put all of your effort into whatever task you're trying to achieve. So get dressed. Start by getting dressed, and then if you can, put on something nice, right? A nice suit, nice tie, perhaps a dress shirt, maybe some pants. That's a good start. Pants is a good start. My next tip is to plan a night. And this could be some sort of date night, some sort of, dinner night that you have with your significant other or your, somebody that you're excited to see. I don't know how legal seeing people is nowadays, but, what we're talking about is we're talking about getting something to look forward to, right? So we all know when we're planning a vacation or when we're taking a vacation, it's super exciting and we can't sleep for like all week and we can't, think or we don't process stuff really as much as we can because we're just super excited and we want to keep going and we can't wait for that day. We're not sleeping because we're excited. We're telling everybody about it. We're releasing all of those feel good hormones in our brain. And when we plan a trip, when we plan a night, when we plan something that to look forward to, it's super motivating for us. We can't wait for that day to come. We do whatever we can to make that day super special. We put time and effort into it, and we are very happy, excited, motivated for that day to come. And not only that, but the planning part of it, actually, what it does is it sort of rewires connections in your brain so that you actually keep your brain feeling fresh and young. So not only are you making yourself excited and happy, but you're also helping your brain health. It's huge. I love that one. And, planning a date night is anything that you can think of. I mean, Tina and I, we just had a date night the other night. And for us, it was nothing more than dinner, a movie, some board games, right? Think of little things that you can do now that will make a huge impact on your life, on your happiness, on your motivation to keep going, and definitely will help you to to keep it going. What are those certificates? This one right here is a certificate of Certified Essential Oil Specialist, and this certificate right here is a Certified Life Coach. Thank you for asking. Actually, nobody's asked about that. And then my last tip more than anything is essential oils. I love using essential oils for everything in my life, and these are nothing different. When we need motivation is huge. Essential oils like peppermint are going to be great for uplifting, invigorating the mind, helping to provide focus. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. It was a long and hard process. Peppermint is actually great also for when... Do you remember? No, I do not. I am sorry, I do not. Peppermint is great for also for providing focus and helping you to sort of calm your thoughts and to help targeted focus. That's the word I'm looking for. Another oil like wild orange is going to be great for, this is a citrus oil, so it's great for uplifting, invigorating. It's also great for cleansing, detoxifying. Side note about wild orange, it was the Chinese that actually first figured out the benefits of an orange peel for skin health. Not too much about motivation, but I think that's a cool tip. And then my last oil that I have here is a blend called Elevation. This is a blend from doTERRA that is actually, what kind of oils do we have in here? I think we have citrus oils in here. Yeah, citrus, lavender, clary. Okay, yeah, so this one's great. See, and this is what I love about doTERRA is that you can pretty much know what their blends of oils are used for based on the name, right? So elevation, when you need to elevate yourself, when you need to step into a different person, right? When you need to be a better person, when you need to really, rock out your goals in your week and all that stuff, right? I like that one. It's actually one that we just realized and fell in love with it right away. What is it? It's tangerine, clary sage, and lavender is what I saw. So those three are actually great for uplifting and invigorating, but also to calm and relax you. So it's kind of like a all-in-one oil. I like that one. That's all I got for you for today. My tips for some Monday motivation: set a goal. Complete one task towards that goal. It will give you the motivation that you need to keep going. Number 3 is meditate. Learn to control your thoughts. Number 4 is ask for help. That'll be one of the toughest things that you do in your life. Number 5, get dressed. Dress for success. At this point in time, I literally mean get dressed. Number 6, plan a date night. This could be anything that you think of, and I love it. It's not as hard as one would believe. My last tip: essential oils. I love them for everything. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you guys. Feel free to share this with your friends, a family member, perhaps somebody from your team that you feel needs to hear this. If you'd like to learn more about essential oils or how to get your hands on some of this cool stuff that I'm talking about, or how to get free stuff from doTERRA this month, definitely drop me a comment, send me a message, and we'll get you rocking and rolling. Thank you so much for joining me. I very much appreciate you guys. I look forward to talking to you again. I love you guys. Bye for now.